Hello and welcome. You are watching Gravitas Plus. I am Molly Gambhir. With job layoffs causing concern around the world and the threat of AI taking away jobs looming large, there's another question of a different kind being asked. Could AI also be giving you your next job? Meaning, could AI be recruiting you? What do you feel about AI playing a role or a greater part in the recruitment process? Can AI help hire better? What about the human touch? There are no easy answers. The views are varied. Let's first tell you about a rather interesting figure. A survey by Gallup earlier showing that 93% of Fortune 500 Chief Human Resource Officers or CHROs have started integrating AI tools and technologies to enhance business practices. 93%. Is AI not just helping recruiters but also replacing them? Again, what about the human touch? The fact is, AI's potential in reshaping traditional HR functions and the overall hiring landscape in more ways than one is coming to the fore. There's also the question of how quickly businesses can perhaps adapt to these changes. Experts also say that while there are ways in which the introduction of AI into the hiring process tackles some issues, it also serves as a huge opportunity to improve the hiring experience for both sides, the employers and the potential employees. And there also is a greater need to ensure then that ethical and legal standards are maintained. Because unregulated use could trigger serious concerns. Like what? Just to name a few, concerns about bias, also data privacy and accountability, for example. But then why is AI finding a place in the hiring process in the first place, in case you are wondering? What's the need? One aspect is to do with how, in the quest to retain top talent, companies also need to recruit fast. In some cases, it becomes a race against time. And so, companies perhaps could be adopting AI-driven hiring solutions also to increase efficiency. So, the time taken to hire could be brought down in a way, also the reduction in costs. And the fact that AI systems could also help in dealing with large applicant volumes, for example. Sifting through applications, filtering candidates, so on and so forth, at a fast pace. For instance, screening thousands of resumes within minutes. And among the challenges are aspects like unfair rejection. What if biased data leads to someone who is qualified getting rejected? And what if defective algorithms lead to that? Also the concern over incorrect interpretation of facial expressions or even the accent. And there's the argument here that the final decision, after all, rests with the company using the AI tool. Around the world, some countries are starting to look into these hurdles and these aspects, also exploring ways to regulate how AI is used in the recruitment process. Across the world, AI tools are helping in making decisions that impact people's lives in many ways. There's also the question of what would the future of hiring look like? AI is already being used to write job descriptions, for example. To what extent will we see an increase in the adoption of AI-driven virtual assistants, for example, conducting interviews? Is it even possible for a fully automated hiring ecosystem to do the job? Will we see greater involvement of AI in the hiring space? Is that what the future could look like? The fact is, AI can help in multiple ways, analyzing, identifying skills gaps, also helping in optimizing talent allocation. It can also help ensure a good match, also help in tracking market trends, and help in choosing the ideal candidates, the right fit for the role. They could also help in analysis of the resumes, for example, and help in handling interview scheduling. Basically help in administrative tasks as well, so that overall human recruitment managers could focus on other aspects which are extremely important. AI could also help predict offer acceptance likelihood, for example. There could also be the use of AI in helping to organize tasks into a schedule, also ranking activities and prioritizing tasks to ensure a smooth hiring process. In other words, help in whatever aspects the human recruitment managers will need help. The bigger picture is that AI is no longer, say, an assistant or a supporting player. It could also be used to rewrite the way talent acquisition takes place, along with the need to ensure that the challenges or the concerns are looked at if AI plays a greater role and to what extent. Also, the need to ensure that the human recruitment managers can then focus on the areas that are important vis-a-vis the human touch. Overall, the mission is to ensure that it's a faster and a smarter and a more accurate way of hiring. And this is not just about the companies or the recruiters, it's about the candidates and the potential employees as well. For example, job seekers no longer need to look at outdated hiring systems. They can also look at AI in helping to guide them, in also pinpointing the roles that fit their requirements and needs. What are the opportunities out there, and assessing and analyzing those, say, in the future. That could also be a way in which AI helps play a greater role if required. This could also be a way in which the job seeker can know about the way in which they could prepare for the interview and what all they need to keep in mind. That could also be what the future of hiring looks like. It's all about embracing the change. There are pros and cons. It's about capitalizing on the strengths of both AI and human recruitment managers and helping ensure that the talent acquisition takes place in the best way possible and the most efficient way possible. With the talent hiring process undergoing a lot of changes, it's a paradigm shift in many ways. It's undergoing an evolution just like many aspects of our lives are. But at the end of the day, it's about ensuring the balance, many would say. And this is more than just about automation. It's about helping ensure that the potential is matched with opportunities while taking care of the challenges. The future of recruitment is already here.